Hello, Elements. Welcome back once again for another Q&A with me, Graz. So you guys had questions. I got some answers. Let's get right to it. First, I would like to say thank you so much, guys, for submitting all these questions. Of course, these are getting popular, so I'll do more as time goes on. Awesome that you guys have questions. I love it. What can I say? First, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Jake's Gaming 44. Jake's Gaming had recently started his own YouTube channel, and he said I was an inspiration for him. Thank you so much, Jakes. I highly appreciate that. I wish you well with your endeavors, and I hope to hear more from you again soon. Also, Taylor Peak, there's a shout out for you. I'm not always going to do the shout outs. I hate to disappoint, but I will try to give them out when it's definitely due. I'll give you guys recognition, whether it's in the live stream, YouTube, or wherever. So, of course, if you want to see more, check out the live stream. I'm always there and I'm always talkative. People know that much. Always talkative. Anyway, with that, let's get right to the questions before I ramble on too much. First off, we have Bacon Laser, and I'm going to actually answer 3 questions from Bacon Laser. First question, are there any games you like playing off camera? What are they and why? Currently right now, I have to admit, like playing Grand Theft Auto 5, specifically online with friends, because it's a fun thing indeed. Having a good time with friends is always something, in my position, I didn't always have that opportunity, and when I do it now, it's really stress relieving, it's really relaxing, and overall we always have a good time. So getting online, yeah, you're going to get griefed by your player killers or whatever, but overall I enjoy the experience, and it's just fun to go around pulling off heists and such. And I really do like playing Grand Theft Auto online now. Though, maybe I should do a recording on that at some point. That may be a thing eventually. Who knows? We'll see. Question number 2. If you could create any kind of game, what would it be about and what style would it be in? Ooh, this is a very loaded question. I kind of like it, actually. If I could create any kind of game... See, I'm a very story-driven person. I love games with deep stories. Even when it's long with a lot of plot twists, it makes it even more interesting. I guess if I could make a game, it would be something around the steampunk kind of era. Maybe like an RPG. I've always been big on the Final Fantasy series. Well, I used to be, before they started changing their style. I love the old Final Fantasy style play. So I would probably do something like that. I would like to go back to it. Of course, you'll need game mechanics to be updated, but at the same time, I like just the way things were. I didn't think they had to go and change all what they did. Boo, Square Enix, boo. Last question from Bacon. What has been the scariest, happiest moments in your life? Well, the scariest I can say without hesitation was when I was 13 years old, and I had actually woken up, and it was December of 1997 when I found out my father passed away. Little did I know things were going to change rapidly after that. Yeah, and no, it's a little bit dark, and I apologize for doing that, but it was just one of those things I didn't understand. I had just turned 13, and I had just started high school, and then the world just went upside down. I don't even remember if I went to school that week. I don't think I did. It was very something. That's all I know what to say. I don't remember how long I was out of school for. It kind of says something right there. As for the happiest moments in my life, well, getting married, of course, that was always one of the things. Though I wish there was something a little bit better about it, but I'm not going to go into detail with that. It was a happy moment in my life. Okay, well, the first time I cracked 100 subscribers on this channel, that was really happy. Then 1,000, I think I was pretty ecstatic. Now here we are closing in on 10,000? Who? If I ever hit 20,000, I'm going to freaking wind up having a meltdown. I don't know. I'll probably go nuts. For me, this was, I don't know, it always felt like it was so far away, and now it's becoming reality, and it's like, wow, okay. I love it. I really do. Jeez, it's just like, I don't know, it's probably becoming one of the happiest moments of my life. Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry about that. Next up, we have Gummy John, and he has 3 questions I'm going to answer. I try to condense some of these down. I know some of you guys have a bunch of more questions, so I'm trying to condense what I can down and get things that you guys haven't asked yet, because some of those questions have already been asked. So, Gummy John, first question. If you had to choose one favorite game, what would it be? Ooh, okay. One favorite game, what would it be? Once again, it comes down to story. And the most memorable story I love was probably the one from Final Fantasy VII. Again, it was a long story. And I think it had a pretty good plot. I still do at the time, and I still do now. And it just really drew me in. I mean, you could say Final Fantasy III was pretty good too. Maybe it was longer than Final Fantasy VII, but it was still pretty good. I have to say 7 really resonated with me. Then Final Fantasy III. So once again, there we go. There's that story-driven plot and everything, and I just loved it. What computer do you have? Well, this computer I have right now isn't really a brand. Rather, I just went online and bought parts for it. Like I got an Intel i7 3770K processor, which is really good for making 720p videos. It can do 1080, but not great. Frames get a little bit iffy. I mean, it's definitely doable, but now with the new thing for YouTube, it's really, I can't do 1080 and 60 frames per second. It gets really iffy. So the video card is, wow, it's a Radeon 5800 series HD. Oh my God, it's been out for a while. It's an old card and it's definitely needed for an upgrade. And again, this whole PC probably needs an upgrade, but that's all in due time. But yeah, it's a custom built PC I got. I basically picked the parts and it cost me roughly around, I want to say what, 1,200 American dollars? Somewhere in there. Question number 3. Do you have an Oculus Rift? At this current time, I do not have an Oculus Rift, as a matter of fact. I know some YouTubers who do, and they enjoy it, but unfortunately, my end, it was not in the budget, clearly. As for my budget, it is very, very tight. I can assure you that much. But at some point, I want to expand it and get some new titles into the channel as well. Next up, we have Mateo 15. What do you think is better, Crimson or Corruption? Well, when I first seen the Crimson, the one thing that really stood out to me is that it didn't have the caves. Well, it had caves. It didn't have the crevices which you fall in, like the Corruption does. I can't tell you in the beginning how many times I wound up trying to jump over one of those things and just died falling down there. At least with the Crimson, it had a cave. Now, granted, the Crimson had its own set of challenges, so I guess in the end, I do kind of favor the Crimson because I do like fighting the brain of Cthulhu. And I think I'm kind of an oddball for that. Most people really don't like fighting the brain, but yet I have no problem. It's a thing, apparently. Hopefully I can say this name right. Remir? I apologize if I got it wrong. But Remir asks, can you list your top 5 foods? And this was on the video where I had stated about the top 5s, well, the top 5 worsts, possibly being the worst. And my top 5 foods. Let's see. Gotta love pizza. I am Italian and I love my pizza. Gives me heartburn now, though, because I had too much. There is such thing as a too much is a good thing. But I also love hamburgers. I wouldn't be American if I didn't love my hamburgers. Good old artery clogging hamburgers. Then there is crabs. Whether it's crabs in general, the shellfish, breaking them down and eating them, or if it's crab cake, which is pretty much just picked and baked with stuff. Oh yeah, that's good. But generally, I do love the shellfish. Also, I love salmon. That's another good one. I love seafood too, for the most part. Except for catfish. Not a big catfish fan. Okay, rambling again. Any more favorite foods? Ooh, okay, I'm pretty good with pasta. I love pasta for the most part. Of course, Italian. That's an Italian thing. And I think that just about covers it. If I'm off, let me know and I'll answer the question down below in the comments section. I'll get to you. Now we have Nicholas Dreyer. Once again, Nicholas, if I got your name wrong, I totally apologize. But Nicholas Dreyer says, if you were to get any game you wanted, what would it be? Well, this is a pretty good time to state this because right now there's plenty of things going on about Fallout 4. I would love to get Fallout 4. Of course, I already did Fallout New Vegas and I tinkered around with Fallout 3. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Looking forward to seeing what Fallout 4 has to offer. I would love to get it. But other than that, games currently out on the market, Okay, Bloodborne does look kind of fun. Unfortunately, I can't record it if I did get it, so that kind of stinks. But Bloodborne looks kind of fun, definitely. Next up, we have Chocolate Woos. Gotta love that name, Chocolate Woos. What is it that made you want to make YouTube videos? And I believe I partially stated this in the previous question and answer section, but I wanted to start doing them to help out guildmates on World of Warcraft. There were some people who were having a hard time with trying to get down their, I don't even know if they even have them anymore, but their cycle, their combos, they weren't sure which ones come which and how to do it for rogues. So I went ahead and tried to make a couple of videos and I uploaded them on YouTube. I made them private, and of course they suggested, go ahead and make them public, see if anyone's interested. I did, and of course they drew some views, and people were like, you know what, you should go ahead and do some gameplay and other things too besides World of Warcraft. And that's how we got started. Of course, I think the first thing I did eventually was Minecraft. Ooh, Minecraft, all them early days. Brings back memories. And a nightmare somewhere in there too. It's been a while. Next up, we have Melder7416. Graz, what is your favorite food, and what country do you live in? My number one favorite food, even though it gives me heartburn, is pizza. Yep, that's it. It hurts me, but I love it. I don't know why. Of course, once you start having too much of a good thing, it may start to affect you, and it got to me for a bit. So I'm trying to slow down, but I can't resist the pizza. Sorry to say, I gotta eat my pizza. Also, I gotta say, I do like Mexican food too. So maybe we could put that back with the other question as well. Some enchiladas, some tacos, all that good stuff. I do love me some Mexican. All right, we have Astounding Gamer. And Astounding asks, what is your favorite weapon in Terraria? My favorite weapon, okay. Well, I do have a lot of likes, that's for certain. Of course, finding that one favorite weapon, ew. I think right now, at this current moment, my favorite weapon to play with would probably be the Flare-On, just simply because it's auto, it shoots bubbles at home, and it's just overall powerful. You got to admit, when you have something that's pretty much overpowered, let's call it like it is, it's overpowered. When you have something like that, you're going to have fun with it, and it's great to play with. So with Flare-On, I got to say, it's a thing right now. Of course, maybe next week it could be different. Patch 1.3 comes out. I could get the Deep Space Marine Dolphin or whatever it's called. Oh, I'm having a brain fart right now. But yes, it could be that. It could be whatever. Things change, but right now I am loving the Flare-On. Who, also astounding, apologize for not being able to reply to your comments, as well as everybody. I've been a bit hectic, but astounding, for some reason on this channel, I cannot do a direct reply. I can do it on other channels, but I'm not sure why that is. I may have to make a video on that for some viewers as well, who I can't seem to get a direct reply to. I don't know why that is. Ooh, it's causing more brain farts. All right, here's another one. Actually, 3 of them from Kevin Hogman, or is it Hogman? Either way, Kevin, I apologize for getting your name wrong, if I have. And Kevin says, can you say the Terraria classes from worst to best? Question number 1. From worst to best. Oh, well, here we go. I know I'm going to catch some flack for this one, but I'm going to say Summoner as from worst to best, because it's really challenging to get started as a Summoner. And from there, it really starts kicking in toward the end game ultimately. But I'd say Summoner, melee class, because I do enjoy melee, but I'm not a big melee person. I do like my ranged. Then the second best, I would say, would be Magic. Magic is kind of fun. Of course, there's mana. You got to be prepared with that. But magic is a thing. And the number 1, the thing I like right now is probably the ranged. Bullets are a thing, but at the same time, there's also a variety. You can make bullets. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You got great ranged weapons right now for rangers. It's awesome. Whether it's bows, crossbows, guns, and all that good stuff. I do like me some ranger right now. Question number 2 from Kevin says, will you ever play any FPS games? I think the last FPS game I played was Wolfenstein for the Xbox 360, which I don't even use now, by the way. Sorry, guys. But I did do a playthrough of that. And I do want to do another playthrough once I get another recorder of the new Wolfenstein, the New Order. And of course, they have new DLC for that. So I'd like to play that too, as well as some other games, some CSGO. You guys have been really pushing me for that. And I think it's relatively affordable right now. So that's a thing. But yeah, I will be playing some FPS games at some point. I do want to. I do enjoy them. It's one of those definite downtime relaxers that I have. Also, question number 3 from Kevin is, what 3 Terraria YouTubers would you want to meet? Ooh, 3 Terraria YouTubers. Well, I can say that I had the pleasure of talking online a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, to Chippy Gaming and Pedguin. Now, like I said, it's a little bit, it's just a quick conversation, nothing much, but it's pretty cool. I do like those guys. They're pretty cool. Would like to meet? I would like to meet them. They'd be pretty cool. I think they're pretty chill. Other ones, I think the one Terraria YouTuber I would really hit it off with, and I know some may not like this, would probably be Hero, because it just seems kind of chilled, relaxed, kind of where I was at one point. Not that I'm still not there, but it seems, I think me and him, if we were to hang out, we would probably hit it off pretty good. He's got a bit of silliness in him, and I've got a little bit of silliness in him. Once I get going, it just takes the right person to bring it out in me, and we just have a blast. I become a big baby laughing and doing stuff. I don't know. Either way, I think Hero's pretty cool. Ymir, I think it'd be pretty cool too. He may actually be able to up my game some, maybe help me not die as much, because literally, yeah, that's a thing. You guys already seen that. Ymir's pretty cool. I don't know. There's so many great ones I like to meet. I thought it was really great that I actually had the, in brief, chance to talk to Chippy and, of course, Pedguin, 2 really great Terraria YouTubers, much higher than me at this point, and, they're really awesome. I know a lot of you guys follow them as well. Let's see, what else? T Reaper, here we go. T Reaper says, how old are you, and do you think puppies are cute? Well, I am 32 years old right now, that's right. I may not look it or sound it, or maybe I do look it, I don't know. Kind of rough right now with the hair and the face and everything else, but I am 32 years old, born in 1983, so that was a thing back then. But yeah, and do I think puppies are cute? Oh, definitely. Puppies and kittens are awesome. I can't have a puppy right now, but I did have puppies. I had collies at one point when I was younger, and they were so awesome. I love those little buggers. They were so cute. But unfortunately, time has passed, and so have they, so life goes on. But yes, puppies are pretty cute. Frinder 8. Or I think I got it right. If not, Frinder 8 or Frinder... Oh, it's Frinder 8. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Frinder. But Frinder says, how long ago was it when you made your YouTube channel? Well, when I made this name, Elemental Factor, was back in 2009. I did it so I could reply and talk to people, make comments on videos and such. So that was basically its original purpose. I didn't start making the first video, I think, until 2011. That's when I started doing YouTube. I made like an introductory video to the channel and all that good stuff. So it's been a while. June of this, well, right about now, in about a week roughly, I think, makes about, 4 years. So I've been making videos for about 4 years now, and it's been a really fun experience. It was slow in the beginning, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, it was kind of hard because when you don't have people watching you, it makes you wonder for a bit. And because people weren't watching the other content and things slowed down with World of Warcraft, it got kind of scary. So when things picked up, I really got better, and things just really took off from there. So thank you so much. Oh, there's Muhammad. Muhammad does MC, I believe. He was one of the original viewers. Oh, wow, it's been a while. Next up, next question. Blue Moon Creeper does MC. Blizzard Staff or Horseman's Blade? Your choice. Okay, Blizzard Staff or Horseman's Blade? I have to go with the Blizzard Staff. Reason being, even though it does use mana, it is a bit of a mana hog. The fact is, you can actually trail all the ice and snow comes down wherever you want with your cursor, and it does a pretty good amount of damage. Horseman's Blade, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great for bosses because the pumpkins do good damage, but at the same time, I see more utility in a Blizzard Staff, not just for bosses, but for large groups of mobs as well. Horseman's Blade, it gets kind of picky once you get into that area, because the pumpkins really do great against single target and large enemies, whereas the Blizzard Staff, you can just go ahead and hold it down and swing it all around, and just start mashing everybody up. That works out pretty cool. Okay, guys, I think that's all we're going to have for these questions. I did cut these short, so I apologize if I didn't get to your question. As always, feel free to submit it next time. I will try to answer all the questions I get, or at least up to about 20-minute max, because we are at 20-some minutes right about now. Thank you for submitting these. I will try to get back to some of your comments. I apologize for not getting to them earlier. Last week was a hectic week, and it's kind of spilting over this week, and for those who've been subscribed to me for a while know that I do deal with some depression at times. It's nothing YouTube related, I can guarantee you that. It's just something I'm going through right now, and things are slow. So, again, for those, if you ever deal with depression, don't hold it in. If you gotta get it out, just get it out. Don't be afraid. There's no harm in just talking about it with somebody, whether it's a trained professional, family member, or friend. Just get it out there. Don't feel like you have to hold it in for nothing. As for me, I'm getting through it. I will be getting there. I'll be doing more videos. I will be replying to your comments. So, just, you guys just keep being awesome. That's all I can ask for right now. And we're closing in on 10,000 subs. So, I mean, hey, what the heck? You guys are beautiful as it is now anyway. Thank you so much for all that. Of course, I think we'll have another AMA, Ask Graz Anything, or whatever you want to call it, coming up probably in about 2 weeks. Maybe a week, I don't know. We'll see. I'll make another announcement video on it. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And if not, then just simply fake it. And I'll see you again next time.